Hi, and welcome to Bob Harper Jukebox Amplifier Repairs from Somerset, England. And not on the bench today, we haven't got an amplifier, we've got a jukebox still on the floor. This is a Bal-ami that came in. I did repair this jukebox about 8 years ago for the customer, and he has been back on to me recently about he's got no sound. He sent me the amplifier to have a look at, which I checked out, and yeah, it's not right, but it is working, so I sent that back. It's still got no sounds. Obviously, I said, okay, I'll take a look at the jukebox. So the jukebox is coming for repair and to go through, and it's quite a list of things that needed doing to it, to be honest. So we'll start at the top. So we've got the horn speaker at the top. That was intermittent. That was due to the volume pot on the actual crossover unit was really dirty and crackly. So I've taken that out, cleaned it, put that back, so that resolved that problem. Moving down, the next problem with sound was the tone arm wire was crushed somewhere between the cartridge and the amplifier shorting out. That was why he was getting intermittent or no sound. So I replaced that cable, which is obviously quite a bit of work on one of these. And while we're at that point of the turntable, the motor itself was rattling like hell after it had been playing for a bit. So I've managed to obtain a replacement motor, which is a lot better. So I've changed that motor. So moving down again, so the credit light wasn't working, which obviously it is now. That was due to a burnt out resistor in the credit unit. That's why that wasn't working. Moving on down again, I'll open the door. We've got the amplifier. Now that amplifier has been repaired by someone else in the past, and you can see it's not the correct mains transformer, on there. That was how it came into me originally for me to look at, and I did point out, and I'm still pointing out, that it's not the right mains transformer. It's got exposed connections on it, which I don't like, and also it's putting about 100 volts HT less than what it should be. So obviously the amplifier is never going to work to its full capacity, but for home use on reasonable levels it's probably fine. So I'll have a word with the customer, but I think he'll leave that because it sounds quite nice as it is, but obviously if you ramp the volume right up, the HT couldn't keep up to feed the amplifier, and it was run out of puff, to be honest. So that was all done. I put it all back together, played it, and it sounded awful. Slightly bass heavy record, was rattling like hell. So I took all this out to get to that panel to take the bass speaker out. The bass speaker is absolutely knackered. It's collapsed and it had been chewed around the edges by something, but it looked like. So that was absolutely knackered. So I managed to obtain another speaker out of an American F jukebox, very similar to this, which is the same specs, more or less. So I put that back in, and now we're up and running. So now he's all done. Oh, another fault he had on it was when it came to me, the mech was jammed. What happens with these, sometimes if the reset solenoid on the pin banks is not set correctly, it can jam against the pin. And when it does that, it obviously jams the mech. It also, can burn out the reset solenoid coil. So if that happens to you, turn the machine off straight away, because you've got a while before that solenoid dies. This one's got hot, you can see by the discoloration on the paper outside of the windings, but it has survived. So I've readjusted that, so that's all how it should be. Right, so after that long introduction, we'll put it on for you. Let's close the door a minute. So I don't know what to play, so I'll put a bit of my fellow countryman Acker Bilk on from the Somerset, and Strangers on the Shore, I think it is. It might be the other side, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. It's either Take My Lips or Stranger on the Shore, one of the two. Stranger on the Shore. Okay, so that's enough of that, I think. Thanks for watching. Next amp on the bench will be a Rockola amplifier. Okay, thanks a lot.